So this was a picture challenge by me. She whimpered. Her dress was tangling around her ankles as she ran. There, right ahead of her, was stairs. She could make it. Halfway up the stairs she fell. It had been a combination of her skirts and a misplaced step. Collapsing, she sobbed, resting her cheek against a slightly mossy and rough stone. She clutched the stem of the flower she held before releasing it. Looking up through the veil of her hair, she saw the light of the blood moon. It had taken her too long, much too long. She'd known that the blood moon was coming. She'd intended to be far from here. Things just had not worked out in any way she had planned or anticipated. She hadn't thought that her brief stint in this village would bring such horror. Shuddering, she heard a wolf howling. She knew it was moving closer, ever closer. She had no idea as to how they'd found her. She'd been hidden from them when she was naught but a babe. She just lay there. They would catch her this night. There was nothing for her to do. It was all over. She would take her place in the world of the pack, no longer free. Closing her eyes, she could feel the breath of the pack leader on her face, smell the meat that he'd eaten, now rancid on his breath. The cool mist, more than likely tinged as red as the moon was this night, coated her with a refreshing touch, healing her without words or thought. This was her blessing. Come, let us go to the temple, little one. She looked at him, tears glittering rust red in the light of the blood moon. Slowly the tears fell, leaving gleaming trails on a dirt and bruise-streaked face. Gently he grasped her arm, pulling her up, assessing her as he did so. She was a beauty, as he had known she would be. Her hair was long and dark as a starless night, her eyes such a pale green they looked effervescent. She looked startled, as if she hadn't expected his gentleness, or his perusal of her. With a gentle smile, tinged with bitterness, he tilted his head at her. "Oh, little one, you haven't a clue of who you are to our people, do you?" She stayed quiet, her thoughts muddled and confused. Soon they reached the top of the steps. Standing before them was the temple. This was the first time she'd seen it. It was long and wide, made of clearest marble she'd ever seen, gleaming like fresh spilled blood under the moon's gaze. There were columns to the right and left of the entryway, holding above it an arch that held a cascade of lilies, spreading their scent on the mist-carrying breeze. Walking through the open doorway, she realized that there actually was a door. It was a dark wood, dark enough to blend with the darkness inside the temple. Peering around the darkened chamber, she tossed her head, sending her own dark red and black curls flying. Glancing back at her, the pack leader laughed softly. He had known she was going to be powerful, powerful and beautiful. She was the chosen of the goddess. He had a few theories as to why she had been hidden away, yet none truly made sense. Looking away from her, he looked into the darkness of the temple. Slowly he made his way forward. There before him was the altar this temple was built to protect. To his wolf-keen eyes he saw the blood staining the old and porous stone, smelt the lingering scent of iron on the stale air. Reaching back with confidence, he took her hand, pulling her past the altar into what she thought at first was just an alcove. As they walked, she realized the path they were walking was sloping ever so slightly downward the further they walked. Soon they reached another door, this one with oak, on either side of it standing like sentry-stood torches, watching in the almost complete dark as he sank to his knees, feeling around on the floor. With a soft hoof of triumph, he stood once more, this time with flint and striker in hand. With one quick practiced motion, he had one of the torches lit.